Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
I'm Lola.
And we're watching Black Sails.
Guys, I'm so excited.
Me too.
We took
Episode
a bit of a break. We didn't film for like 4 days.
7. What a break.
I know, right?
That's
usually we
whatever.
filmed the previous, but like you're just getting it
No.
this week. But like we couldn't. It's the holidays for us, and like Milena's brother came here from Switzerland where he lives, and so like there was just like simply no way for us to film, and we had holidays. It was Christmas for us yesterday.
Yes.
That was very nice. Can I just tell you how much I ate? We have this tradition. You get like I don't know how I'm explaining this to you. This is Black Sails, but it doesn't matter. Like let's all learn a little bit about Orthodox Christmas. You get, I don't know what you call it. It's like a bread, basically. It's like this large fucking bread. And there's a coin that you put inside it, and then you just like get a piece, and whoever gets the coin is the one that gets like the best fortune for the next year or whatever.
Best fortune?
Yeah.
No, the most money the next
Well,
year.
fortune is like
money. Okay.
fortune, yeah.
Oh, I
But
thought
like,
it was happiness, fortune.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure,
okay.
but like I feel like the coin is all representing. You know what I mean?
Because like
True.
because that has been lost right now. But like our grandmas put many things. It's not just coin.
Yeah.
So many things that represented happiness, represented this, represented that.
My aunt made. We went to my aunt's place, and she put like dried fruit.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I got a dried.
You got everything?
Yeah, I got so many
Oh!
things. No, my sister got 2 of the dried fruit. I got the coin, and I got the 1 dried thing. My dad also got 1 dried something.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
There was like 7 dried things inside.
Oh, now my grandma, I don't exactly remember, but like there were bones involved.
Bones?
Yeah, like small.
Like chicken bones?
Maybe, something like that.
Like really? Like
many...
depending on the place in Serbia,
Yeah.
it's like different traditions.
Yeah, I remember
We didn't
having
do
so many things. Like, again, like I told you, one
You
is
just start
happiness,
eating.
one is
Oh.
like so many different things. But like what stayed through these years
It's
is the
money.
coin. Money.
People
Yeah.
are like, we don't need
We
health.
don't need anything. Yeah, something is about health as well. Yeah, things like that. Like who gets
I
that?
never get
that
the
one
coin.
is gonna be the. Yeah, I got coin maybe 3 years ago or something. After that, like my brother always gets a coin. Never helped him. Never helped.
My sister usually is the one, or my dad gets the coin. I once got it
Doesn't help them
because,
either.
like, that's what I mean. I once got it like 10 years ago because like my brother, my cousin was like, you have to, everyone holds the bread and then you just like rip it apart basically.
Yeah.
And while it was getting ripped, I saw it.
Oh,
I saw
yeah,
the coin and I was like, oh, can I get that please? And that's how I got it. So I stole the money, honestly. From that bread, I think I ate a third of it. I'm not even joking. I think I ate a third of it. It's so good.
No.
Anyways, that's just how we celebrate Christmas. And so I ate so much of that and now I'm a bit sick from it. But anyways, that's how we celebrate Christmas.
This is Black Sails.
This is Black Sails.
And we're very excited to watch it.
So let my good fortune pass on to them for them to get to 5 million. I'm so excited. I mean, I do. Like, again, I agree with Flint. Like, I'm with that plan. You know what I mean? I would love a place that we can build that is like what he told us. Because again, what he tells us, I have no idea if that's true. I still have not gouged out his character. I can't say, like, every time someone drops dead and Flint was there, every time we're like, did he have anything to do with it? Like, that's how much we don't know. Like, I
don't think he
never
had anything to do with
Morley.
Yeah, that could have been for questioning, but like I don't remember in that episode that like I thought, oh
no, I was like just like trip him a bit maybe.
Really?
Because like Morley was the one questioning it, and so I was like potentially, but like
How's
I am really leaning towards no in both instances.
That's what I'm saying. How are you potentially there and like
no.
really no?
Well, because like I feel like he got closer to Billy, and so I'm like he can
I
kill
know,
someone
but,
that
like,
he's not closer to.
Billy is much more dangerous than Morley.
Agreed.
Like can't even compare. Like everybody
Agreed.
listens to Billy. Billy really questioned him, really attacked him a few times. Like it's been instances already where you can see how big of a danger he could be.
Yeah.
And he already is for Flint.
Yeah.
Even though I do agree with Billy, you know? But like for Flint.
Yeah.
So like to me, can't even compare those two, you know?
Yeah,
And it's not like they have become best friends, you know? It's not like
He's not John.
No. John,
John wants to become best friends. He might succeed. I still lean towards no. Why? I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. That doesn't tell us much, but like that's just where I'm at this point. And all of that can really change based on like any episode. You know what I mean? Like
in my opinion, depends how we see them do it, because like at the end of last year, nobody suspected him to be.
If someone starts suspecting him, then he's definitely did not do anything.
Maybe. Again, it depends on how it's done. If the whole crew starts suspecting him, maybe.
Oh, they're gonna definitely...
If Gates, I don't know, would Gates maybe suspect him? Because he technically knows who Flint is.
That would be interesting if Gates was the one.
Gates,
because I mean, I don't know. Gates is very loyal.
Yeah, but like Gates is loyal to Billy as well, in my opinion. He did feel something.
He likes Billy a lot.
He saw so much goodness and potential in him, in my opinion. So
I feel like I am honestly using Gates. Is that his name? Mm-hmm. What else do we call him?
You call him something other.
Okay, but it's Gates. Okay.
It's
Grant. I called him Grant, I think. I feel like I look towards Gates to see how I should be reacting to Flint. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like if Gates is like he didn't do it and he really believes that, I'm gonna believe it. I really want to see the aftermath of that. I really want to see how Flint is now gonna go to Miranda after all this happened and after like he knows what she wanted to do here. I think that's gonna be very interesting. They could have a talk that could tell us maybe a bit more about their history, which is still again I have no clue, no clue.
Mystery.
Yeah, and so would love that. Would love to see where the fuck. I mean, we saw him appear at that fucking it was fog and he just appeared on a fucking island.
I'm just wondering what he's doing, honestly.
Honestly, I feel like he's gonna go through the Jedi training or something.
Jedi training.
Jedi is the Star Wars thing.
Oh, okay.
Like training,
okay.
Just
like training.
Yeah, yeah, but just to become something or whatever.
I don't know because we don't know much about it because that guy. If what we saw is that that guy saw him as weak, or Wayne thought he was weak.
I mean, that's how we interpreted it because that's what the voice in his in his head were telling him while he was seeing him. So that would track.
So I don't know what we're gonna encounter.
No, I'm very interested in that
because I thought maybe he went from that place, and in the meantime, I thought maybe he would want to show himself as capable now when he came back.
Yeah, I think he just wants
he's gonna be, in my opinion, I have a plan. We can do this,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I think he went there because he was I think we talked about this in the previous episode. It was I became weak because I loved this woman or whatever. And so I'm gonna go cleanse myself of that, become strong again, become a new person, and come back with some type of a plan. Some type of an idea, and he's gonna start doing I don't know what, because technically what he had in mind was that he can take all of this away from Eleanor. Is that the goal? I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to see. That's mostly what we left open there.
Yeah.
Let's just play this. I'm very excited for this episode. Is that Vane's place?
Easter is upon us.
Easter.
An opportunity for renewal and rebirth, both in spirit and the flesh.
Is this tears?
And yet we may also ask ourselves, when the body resurrected, what becomes of the sin?
Oh, he had sex, so he committed a sin.
Will not a trace of it linger to mock and torment us?
Captain Flint's return.
Oh, this is gonna be an unpleasant talk.
Your friend, Mrs. Barlow, understood she was responsible for keeping him under lock and key. You trusted her. We trusted her, and she betrayed us.
Perhaps he managed to secrete a message past her men. That only rises to the level of betrayal.
The men elected representatives. We agreed upon an agenda. And we spoke about the merits of mutual cooperation over tea.
That sounds great.
So it was bad.
It was fucking chaos.
Yeah. I will address the situation with Mrs. Barlow immediately.
I love that John is in this room, listening to... He's a part of the crew, you know what I mean?
Captain, one more thing. I required the assistance of a few other parties. Among them, indispensably, was Mr. Silver.
Is that so?
I tell you this because I imagine you might still hold some resentment toward him. And I've given him my word in exchange for his assistance that I'll stand between him and your resentment. If Mr. Silver doesn't return from the Urca, you and I may find ourselves with problems of our own.
What a day I missed.
I really love John.
Come on.
Fuck is your problem?
I'm terribly
Is
sorry
he-
if I ruined your morning.
Trained?
Yes,
I
he's
have
trained.
quite a lot on my mind. Ship purloined, captain and crew a distant memory. No prospects at all. Except for this shithole of a brothel, which by some miracle of economics seems incapable of turning a profit.
How can you run a brothel here and not make money?
I have no fucking idea.
You're gonna figure it out. I am not worried about this.
Figure it out.
Rackham's got no idea how to run this place. We've all got a hand in his pocket. Able to tell him, but she's too busy stealing for herself.
Is she gonna help him with the business? I would never want a tattoo that bad.
What did they do to you?
Oh, he's not one of them. He has killed a person.
All done in good fun.
Congratulations, Mr. Quartermaster.
Thank you. Unfortunate to say
No.
the least, we find ourselves in the need of one.
Yes, very.
That's Billy's spot.
Yeah.
Well, if Billy were here, I'm sure he would agree with me when I say that the crew chose well.
Seeing him speak about Billy now, I'm like, maybe it did have something to do with it.
I think he's up to it. I'm sure he is. I just wouldn't have thought the crew capable of coming to that conclusion. You'll be heading to see her now, then. I think you and I need to discuss the letter that Billy found. And why exactly it is that she believes you're going to betray your crew.
Randall would like a word with you.
Council just voted. He's out.
Out?
I suppose it's my fault. I raised the concern about the fire hazard a one-legged man on the galley might present. I can cook.
Yes, I think you might have mentioned that.
Poor Randall.
Yeah.
You know, it's been my experience. Setbacks such as these, they often go hand in hand with new and unexpected opportunities.
God,
So the-
stop.
What are you talking about, Randall?
He thought I was asleep at Miss Guthrie's tavern. I heard him talking. Wasn't Singleton stole the page. It was him. Randall, are you being truthful?
Everything's
Said he
getting
has
him.
the schedule in his head.
Doesn't know what he heard.
Huh.
Get the quartermaster in here.
Oh, wait, what is gonna come out of this?
I don't know. This
Oh my
is
god,
fucked up for
everyone's
all of
gonna
them.
turn on Flint.
Yeah.
It is with great pleasure that we shall now commence our inaugural meeting of the Guthrie Fraser Naft Lawrence Consortium for the purposes of shipping and trade in the West Indies. Excelsior. Reginald, add to the agenda a discussion of a short-term name.
A good number of the crew have defected upon learning of their new vocation.
She just up and left.
Suggestions for a new source of labour would certainly be welcome.
Mr. Scott. Where is Mr. Scott?
Fuck out, but he wouldn't go.
He who?
You told Mr. Scott to get the fuck out? How dare you? Okay, yes, did he betray you, whatever, but like he did it because he loves you. And I think we should just like take that into consideration. He literally raised you.
Like the story I heard out there from the Walrusmen.
What I did out of love. And with every intention of staying here with you to help you find a safer, more settled life, a life you deserve. It was
not your decision to make.
right. I'm sorry.
Fair, forgiven.
I belong to you. Chattel property of the Guthrie estate.
You know I've never seen you that way.
Eleanor, I must ask a favor of you.
Distance shopping.
Oh shit, oh shit. Did he have that?
Just waiting.
I think he had that when they were beating.
Yeah. He's a part of this clan.
Yeah, that's some clan. And maybe why did he run away from this clan? And why did he
I
run
don't know.
back right now?
You wish to do business?
Oh, okay.
There's a place. Flying no flag. I know of Nessa. She's weak. So she's right for the taking. A man with enough strength to get his hands wrapped around her throat in a matter of hours. My men are rich. Wood sells well, and we don't rely on the mercy of the sea.
Wood. I don't pay attention to
You could have
the
a lot more by doing less. When you served as captain of these men, they sacked Apache for you. They sacked Cartagena for you. Give me a dozen of them, and I will bring Nassau in line.
He was a captain.
What's your name? Charles Vane.
What? What do you mean, what's your name? Okay.
How did you know to seek me out?
You literally appear to him in visions.
Is my name spoken as far as Nassau?
What is your history
There's
with
someone
him?
there that connects us. Or is it something else?
It's something else.
Fuck do you care?
Oh no, he knows him.
Yeah. Maybe when he was young.
Yeah.
Something happened
There's
when he was
he
young.
is literally looking at him. I mean, he did say I know that name.
3 men. He has asked for a dozen.
My tribute.
Share for
Share for
all.
every
Okay.
3 men. Yes or no?
Just a dozen men? To
What
be a
did he
captain of
do
a
to
dozen men?
him?
Because your 8 are dead.
Trying. So you're saying she's lying? That the letter is just a fiction? I'm saying that my relationship with her is
Yeah.
complex.
Clearly, explain.
That it's hard for me to understand at times. But what is clear is that she desperately wants to leave this place and will say anything in order to make me go with her. Oh, for fuck's sake, enough. You are right that you dissemble. And I look the other way. Convince myself that supporting you is in everybody's interest. But not today. Not after what happened last night. After what happened last night? What happened to Billy? He fell. He thought you saw us all as expendable. Expendable? Horns. To be used for your own ends. I have fought and bled alongside my men. You told me it was self-defense, but there were no weapons in that cabin. I went and I looked. I still kept my mouth shut.
I wonder why he is this loyal to
I don't
him.
know why, but I know you used the crew to assassinate those people. And I suspect there's been other times when we've been expendable to you. And if yesterday was one of those days, then you and I have a problem. Because Billy wasn't expendable to me. He was a son to me.
Gates.
Then perhaps you should have acted like a better father towards him.
Oh, he's fucking...
What the fuck did you just say?
God.
You let his suspicions run rampant. Perhaps if you helped him understand the world in which he lived, he'd still be here right now. I'm tired of the energy it takes to believe you. To believe in you. I'm taking this to the crew. You're their problem now. I'm taking it.
What? I'm taking it?
After the Urca has been secured, I intend to sequester a portion of it. Sequester a portion of it. Every man on that crew will still be richer than
I mean, we knew this. How does he not know this?
You know as well as I do that no matter how much money they're given, they will drink or piss it away. Now they have a chance at something better than that. But it isn't going to happen unless somebody makes it happen.
Okay.
You're lying to them. And if I don't, who will? Everyone's lying to them for their own good.
You're gonna have a problem now
Just the
because,
job,
like,
everything will be all right.
they know that
Every
you
soldier
lied.
who's told by his commander that courage will see them through. Every subject who's told by his king. Is that what you are to us now? If no one knows, everyone wins. Don't play games with me. I'm quite serious. Who loses? They'll be rich men in a safe place rather than dead thieves on a long road. I will sail with you tomorrow to take this prize.
Tomorrow.
I'll follow your lead in battle. But when it's done, you and I will quietly go our separate ways.
What a good scene. Oh, that was so good.
But the biggest problem is coming.
Like both Flint and John, they're gonna have to be best friends. They're gonna want to be killed by the crew.
We just heard. Flint finding that page on Singleton does seem awfully convenient in hindsight.
Fine mess You're a thief. So you're successful in convincing our friends out there to believe your story. You think they just haul me up in front of the crew, air your story, and that's the end of it? I think you've forgotten one very important detail.
The money. That has to be considered, does it not? If we go tell the crew now, there's a very good chance they simply hang the cook, right along with the captain. If Rand is right, that would be the end of the Urka hunt.
Are you suggesting we keep this secret? Lie to the crew, right along with Flint.
At this point, like half the crew is gonna know, and the other half is just not.
Very hefty price.
Are you suggesting there's some way to guarantee his silence?
I can think of one way.
They wouldn't. Wouldn't they? A one-legged half-wit versus a chance at a fortune? The odds are decidedly not in your favour. You were confused. Or delirious.
John is saving his life technically right now.
Tell them now. You're a thief. Right. Well, good luck, Rand.
No.
It was nice knowing you.
Randall, say you lied.
When your work is done, this place will have you back.
I really want to know what he...
They'll serve you well.
Oh my god, he seems like really nice. What is this child?
Are you sure that he seems nice?
Yeah, he seems nice to me.
I don't think so.
He used to be a captain. I don't know.
I don't know, the way that Vane looks at him.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
terrifying
know.
To me. Don't know what he did to him in past.
What is Vane's backstory? Does everyone have that mark, or doesn't?
You were one of us.
Okay, when he was a kid.
Okay, yeah.
You were just a boy yourself.
Why
are you scared of him?
Make me rich.
Oh no, I take it back. I take it back.
Look, he wants to cry.
I take it back. What happened to you?
God knows what he's doing to children around here.
God, I can't do one of those storylines again. Enough. Like how did like three shows in a row of like torturing children, abusing children.
Abusing, yeah.
But you once did. And I offer you a chance to be free of this place.
This place.
I'm Charles Vane. And you were a strong crew once. Proper pirates. Feared, as you should have been. Before he dragged you away from the sea. Before he convinced you to live here. Not animals. Because it suits his weaknesses. There is a place not far from here. Where strong men live lives of pleasure, not labor. A place where you could be feared and respected.
Well, like that, you're gonna have problems with Flint then as well.
And I'll show you what life
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh my god, what the fuck happened?
Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I mean, Vane is our main character here, so...
No, he's like fine, but like, do you know how angry you have to be?
Yeah.
Because like this one, like physically looks like he could.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That hurt. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. He's gonna kill him. I mean, I know he's not, but like...
This might turn him the respect of the people because like he stood there and took these punches and like survived.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What? Does this child exist? Is this child a ghost?
No, I think it exists. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Ah? Is that someone else?
No, that's him.
He's not buried alive. That would suffocate him and like.
Somebody's gonna help him.
If they drop that much on him, there is no one getting to him in time. I think.
Just that I warned Randall something like this was coming.
Wouldn't be so sure about that. Mr. de Groot's inclined to hand you over to the crew. He's given me exactly 5 minutes. You have exactly 5 minutes to commit it to memory. After which you will reproduce this page to the rest of the
okay.
If you can do so to Mr. de Groot's satisfaction, then maybe, just maybe, he can be convinced to keep your secret for the sake of the Urka War.
Okay, fair.
It's a test.
Exactly.
It's a terrible test.
Believe me, I'm aware.
If I was the thief, which I am by no means admitting. I could have read that schedule 100 times over before I was forced to destroy it.
True, that's true, that's true.
I can memorize this page in 5 minutes proves nothing. 4 minutes.
John, I legitimately believe that you are like IQ 150. I feel like you can do this.
Compliments of the new consortium.
To who?
A dead cargo is a worthless cargo.
Oh, the slaves. I thought that's what he wanted help with.
Did you ask her?
I implored Miss Guthrie to facilitate your release.
Oh.
Told her she would not have her guns without yours and the others' help. She said she would take it under advisement. I warned you this place would not be any different.
We have to make it different. I don't like this at all.
But do not give up hope.
Oh my god, she is gonna be a character.
Truth is, there is no controlling her, is there?
You forced her hand in front of men whose respect she demands in order to run this business. Really, Captain? What choice did you give her?
Oh shit. Oh, here he comes. Do you want tea? Let's sit and talk.
You know what you've done.
Sorry. You know I would never intentionally put you in any kind of danger.
What was your intent? What was it? To destroy everything we've tried to build here for the past 10 years?
To show you a way out of all this, to free you.
A way out? Have you no memory of how we got in? What they took from us?
Thomas?
Is it Thomas what they took from you?
Matter now. What does it matter what happened then if we have no life now? Because there is no life here. There is no joy here. There is no love here.
What are you
There is no
talking
love
about? What do you think I'm out there fighting for in order to make all those things possible here?
You'll fight a war so we can make a life.
You don't get one without the other, my sweet.
No. I sent that letter to show you that you're wrong. There is a life in Boston. The door is open. I've opened it for you. And it requires no war, and no blood, and no sacrifice.
It requires an intolerable sacrifice.
To accept a pardon.
To apologise.
Apologise? Who will you be apologising
To England! They took everything from us.
Oh, okay.
And then they call me a monster. The moment I sign that pardon, the moment I ask for one, I proclaim to the world that they were right. This ends when I grant them my forgiveness. Not the other way around.
this path you're on? It doesn't lead where you think it does. If he were here, he'd agree with me.
I don't know who loves Thomas more. Was it her or him?
3 days.
Could it be possible that they were in trouble?
I'm not even joking, I thought that last episode.
Me too.
I was like, was this a threesome?
Because that makes sense to me with everything they have said.
Who told you about me? Billy? Randall, we need to talk.
You're a thief.
Pay attention.
Randall.
Right now, at this moment, it is just as likely you're the one that dies as I am. I go to the crew, and I offer to be your caretaker. I promise to look after you day and night, and give my personal guarantee, should anything happen, it comes out of my share. I think I could persuade the crew to accept that.
This sounds like he's thinks he's gonna die, you know, and trying to find out a way.
Yeah. You're a thief.
Exactly.
Are you fucking kidding me? All right. Yes.
Sometimes people just want you to be honest with them.
I should have counted my blessings to be let off that merchant ship.
Sorry, Mr. Silver. You're a thief. Yes, we understand.
But he remembers everything.
Oh!
You're a thief.
Aww.
Randall, what's gone into you?
Okay.
You're a thief.
He's just like showing them, cannot trust my word.
It would appear Mr. Randall has reconsidered his position.
Oh, Randall. You better take good care of him.
He's so cute.
I adore him.
The war's crew are unwilling to monumit a hold full of slaves.
Okay.
Nor do I have the funds to purchase their release outright. So here's what I've done. The able-bodied males will be taken onto the Black Hind under Captain Lawrence to fill a recent rash of desertions. 6 women remained thereafter, for whom I was able to scrounge together enough money to cover their cost. They'll be offered a wage in my employ. As for us,
Eleanor,
I know how much you worry about me, but I hope the events of the last few days prove that I can handle myself. I'm not blind to Flint. I know he keeps things from me. But there's no reason for you to feel threatened by my partnership with him. If you're to stay with me, I need to know that I can trust you.
Eleanor, Captain Ornigold has extended me an offer to join his crew. If you need me, I will be here for you. But as long as you insist on pursuing this course with Captain Flint, I will always be tempted to interfere.
Okay.
Please get out.
I'm sorry, but the income you've reported for the past 2 days is simply too low to be believed.
He's the funniest thing in the world to me.
Yes. Here it comes. I'll have you know, I have slit men's throats while they have wept.
I find it hard to believe.
If you are hoping to manipulate me, you are barking up the wrong tree. Wrong tree.
I'm gonna die again.
Jesus Christ.
Mr. Rackham?
What?
5 pieces. What did you just service?
She's gonna take over.
Who paid you those coins? And the price we have always charged for mothering is 20 pieces, not 5. All Captain Hallindale had time for today was a tug.
Will your story hold when I ask him to confirm it? Or will you confess your crime now and pray that our new patron is more forgiving than Mr. Noonan would have been?
I feel like Jack is. I feel like Jack has no idea what to do.
I swear, the body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, this will never happen again.
For your sake of this.
You're so funny.
In my experience, if you do not discipline a whore, she will always take advantage. Thought you were going to report back once you returned from Mrs. Barlow's.
He's drunk. This is the time to ask him questions. He might open up.
Tell me, we're not crazy, you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy?
To put ourselves through all of this. And the outcome's so uncertain.
The outcome is only uncertain for those who disbelieve. I believe in this place. And I believe if there's anyone who can do what's necessary to make it something better, it's you.
Interesting.
Okay. I was like, not in my wildest dreams.
No, I was like, I did not
think this
I
is
did
gonna
not
happen ever.
I was like, I did not catch any vibes beforehand.
Nothing,
but like when he
literally.
got out, I mean, you know what, a desperate man.
Yeah. But okay, makes sense.
It was nice.
Nothing happened.
I am with you guys on your dream. Like, I am fully on fucking board. Am I questioning the means that we're doing this with? Sure.
Wasn't that the deal?
Let Randall be. Aw.
I'm forced to wonder if you didn't orchestrate this whole little drama, knowing it would corner me into securing your return to the crew.
Randall is a fucking genius.
Forced to consider the possibility there is a lot more of the old Randall in that head of yours than you'll like to let on. Just perhaps. You're a goddamn genius.
That is not me, he's not. Oh my god, we're going. I mean, honestly, they have to get the money. I mean, not necessarily, but like, I would love to see what happens then.
Yeah.
How can they build the place? What the fuck happens to the crew when they find out? I think that's where we're gonna follow the story.
It's the quartermaster.
What happened?
I must tell you, he discerned that I knew about the missing page beforehand. He assumed Billy told me.
Mm-hmm.
You can see how he might think that.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to dispel that.
Interesting.
May not take him a long time to realize who it was that actually brought me into this.
Well, we'll have to deal with our situation as it develops.
I respect that, Gates.
Actually, it's not Randall that's troubling them. It's you. Having had some time to think about it, they're not certain that you're up to doing what's necessary. The lying, we could forgive. Singleton, we could forgive all of it. Not Billy.
Huh.
That requires an answer.
So everybody thinks that.
When the time comes, we need to know that you won't stand in the way.
Oh.
I understand he's your friend.
Huh.
But once we have the money, Flint dies. No argument.
I'm sorry, they love Billy so much. That's so nice. But he didn't do it.
Not from me.
I'm getting emotional. I don't know what's happening.
We have 3 more episodes after this.
This is ending. It's not over. Is it Billy? Boy,
Oh,
where
it's
are
Billy.
you?
No, it's Vane. What Billy? Vane.
Vane?
For
You
the love of
can't be
God,
alive. There's no
forget about
fucking
Vane.
way. I'm.
You could be strong again. You could take this whole fucking island from me.
I love that this woke him up.
You weren't so goddamn afraid.
He's gonna come out of the fucking grave like a zombie? What the absolute fuck? How is this possible?
Maybe they dug him.
I'm
this
sorry,
deep.
but like they legitimately opened this episode up talking about Easter and being reborn. Here he comes out of the fucking grave. I would follow if someone rose. I would have to follow them. I would be like, oh well. Oh,
Did he shot him? Oh.
I think this is my favorite episode so far. This was so good. Did we just find out that there's 8 episodes in this season? Sure we did. So what we're gonna do right now is just
Watch.
reschedule our whole plan for filming for this week and just watch the last episode of Black Sails.
Because I feel like the last 2 episodes of the season should be watched.
Honestly, we have to watch everything else today as well. But like at this point, I just want to see the next episode of Black Sails. So we're just gonna have to make that happen. This was so good. This was such a good episode.
Honestly, I mean, makes sense because it is the end of the season.
Yeah.
I don't know how it didn't even cross my mind because, like, I honestly, in my mind, I wasn't 100% sure how many episodes or how many seasons it has. But, like, it does have 4 seasons and next all have 10 episodes except this one. This one has 8. So, makes sense that this episode was very, in my opinion, fast-paced. Like, a lot of things have happened in this episode.
Yeah.
Did we find out a lot? Yes and no.
Yeah.
You know, like we again got
we
glimpse,
Yeah.
but like we didn't got again. We had a scene with Flint and Miranda, but like
God, so
we did
good.
not find out more
No,
about it.
we
But like
didn't.
we can maybe
it sent our brains to some direction.
Honestly, it sent my brain in the last episode.
Me too. I don't know what was it.
To me, it was when she said. When you are happy, something along this line, they couldn't bear us being happy.
Yeah.
And that reminded me of maybe LGBT things, you know? And so, like, it made sense. Like, that made me, when me thinking that potentially the Thomas and the guy...
The guy Flint.
The Thomas and Flint.
I love you said like Thomas as if we know Thomas, but like you forgot Flint's name.
Yeah, were something, but like again, all 3 of them had to, because like she said that they were happy and constantly throughout this season.
And he keeps saying it's complicated to even like explain their relationship
but,
with
like,
Miranda.
Yeah, but
here.
like constantly through this season, we see that like it's not like Miranda didn't love Thomas.
No.
And you can see that like there is so much love there, and she talked about them being happy. So like why would she cheat on him if they were happy? But like in my mind, she had to be with Flint before. Like there is no way that like her husband and his best friend died and now they're together, and you can see that like
it's not that it doesn't seem like now they feel guilt because like Thomas killed himself because of them. And now it seems like after this conversation especially, like Flint is mad. Like he said that like
I thought that because
he
like,
needs forgiveness from England.
Yeah, because I thought that because again, I think that like Thomas potentially didn't kill himself because of we talked about how potentially they want to kill those people on the boat because they hurt Thomas or killed Thomas or something like that. If Thomas is dead, I don't think they know that.
I still don't think Thomas necessarily has to be dead.
Yeah.
I feel like there could be a plot twist where he actually somehow is alive.
But like they don't know that because if they do, I feel like they would.
But also, honestly, not necessarily. He really could be very dead.
Yeah, he could be. He could be. Just like I could see the story.
I see both.
I could even see more the story where he's alive, honestly. Especially, I can see it, honestly.
No, me too.
I really can. It doesn't have to happen, but like, this show does seem to me like a show that will put things like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know how he's alive, but again, Billy, I think, is alive, and yet he ended up being in the sea. Ocean, I think, yeah.
I mean, I honestly didn't fucking cross my mind that Billy could potentially be dead. So like,
that's what I want to say. So like, but like everybody said their goodbyes basically to him because like who can survive that? It's unrealistic,
of course.
Unless some other ship found him. That's the
Scarborough was close by.
That's what I want to say. Like that's the
not
only
too far-fetched,
way.
you know what I mean?
That's the only way that he could have survived.
Yeah.
Just because of that, like it seemed to me something similar could have happened with Thomas as well.
Yeah.
And yes, I think.
But like it seems like whoever the people that were killed were, they definitely had something to do with Thomas's death. If the death occurred, but like that's what they think. So
that's
like we're gonna go with that. And they had to have killed after they have killed that, like they hugged, you know, and he was like, it's over.
Yeah.
So like that
like
was
I told
clearly...
you, they seemed relieved to me in that moment. Like
and then like a lot of these things don't track for people who had an affair. And like someone died because like they had an affair. A lot of these things like don't.
But I think all three of them were together.
I can see that more.
I can only see that.
Yeah, I mean honestly. That's what I mean. I like really the affair. That. I cannot see it.
No, I think it's pretty.
Like it doesn't make sense.
I think it's pretty. I mean, it's not confirmed with anything.
But like it doesn't look like an affair. You know what I mean?
So like honestly, really... with everything, I said, like I think when when Mrs. Barlow talked about in the last episode about how people couldn't stand them being happy and things like that.
Yeah, and like they came, like something came between them, you know, and like at that point, like the way that she says it. Like it's not like she was meaning Flint came between, because like when she says it, there's like a evil connotation behind what came between them, you know. And so like at this point, that is the only thing that's coming to mind.
I think so as well. I think that's the case, honestly.
Yeah,
which is very interesting because like we don't see a lot of trouble relationships in trouble. But like again, we're not gonna see this one because if Thomas is dead.
Very true. Very true. Polygamous relationships.
Yeah.
That tracks for now. With every new information, I feel like every episode I get something else. So like we'll see, but like so far, the way that they are like reacting to it and the way that we see Flint in that conversation with Miranda, like how he really seems like deeply hurt, you know what I mean? And he says like that they deemed him a monster and that like if he accepts their pardon, that he basically says they were right. And he's not gonna do that.
That's the thing, because like
he wants to create a place that's like accepting.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. The thing there was to me that like what the public knows is that like they if that's what the public knows is that like they were cheating.
Yeah.
So like is he a monster because of that? But like or is he a monster because they were in that like did the public know in what type of relationship they were? Did the public know that?
No, I don't like that. If that was the case, that would have traveled. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That gossip would have traveled. So I just think like, if they were in a polyamorous relationship, then like maybe only the higher ups or whatever knew about it, and like
but like
and like the public, how the public perceived that.
Yeah, but technically
shunning.
Yeah, but like when he says like I would have to apologize to England, I think he thinks about the higher ups.
Yeah.
So like he thinks about them being in polyamorous relationship is the thing that like they deemed him a monster, not like them
cheating, yeah.
That's what I wanted to say. Just like that, like I think he perceives it that way. If that's the case, again, of course, we don't know. It's not confirmed, but like, them being in polyamorous relationships is what like he would. He is perceived as a monster, and also that he would, if he would ask for a pardon, that would be like that he is saying that they are correct about that.
Yeah,
not a
and
fair.
that he was a monster.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna do that, which he shouldn't.
Yeah. Okay.
This fucking tracks.
That's
people.
how
I think we cracked it. I'm not even joking. This is correct. I think this is correct.
I know, but
now.
like it's not that big of a deal, you know.
I think we have cracked it. Like we're wrong on so many levels for every other show at this point. Then I'm like, finally, fucking one
usually
thing
not
where
that
I'm like,
wrong about live action shows. I feel like.
True, that's true.
Yeah, so like
that's true.
This just tracks.
Oh, we're just good. And this is how we're usually so good.
Now we're really so
No,
wrong.
this is, but like this is right now the only thing that makes sense with their demeanors and how they explain their relationship, which they say like it's very difficult to explain, and clearly it seems like they both have a lot of love for Thomas.
Yeah.
You know? And so like it does not track that they would just like that they were just cheating on him. It does not
Makes
track.
No sense, yeah.
And so like
again, it crossed my mind the last episode, and that's why I wanted this episode looking through that eyes to see if I'm gonna still have something that's gonna make me think that, and like everything just made sense to me with watching
I think I thought in the last episode as well, but I don't remember why. I can't remember which point it was that like it just like crossed my mind briefly.
Like I told you, I think that when she said couldn't bear us being happy or something like that, it just crossed my mind. Wait, maybe all three of them were in a relationship.
Yeah. Again, I think the conversation with Flint and Miranda and Flint's whole like speech monologue kind of that he gave was so fucking good. Yeah. It gave me more insight into him as a person. And I just really like Flint. I just really enjoy Flint. Do I agree with him on things? Sometimes no. Sometimes yes. But I just really like him as a character.
Me too. Again, I still think that he is gonna be my favorite character.
Yeah.
From everything that we have seen.
I think so as well. I think he is just like really complex.
Yeah.
I think he is like,
and he is
it's gonna
deeply
be that type
hurt,
of
in my opinion, and you can see how deeply hurt he is, and he has this goal. Is it right to do this without your crew's knowledge? No, you know. But like I do understand somehow where he's coming from and how important it is for him to achieve something like this, especially
like as always,
coming from a place what he did, you know.
Yeah.
If again that's the case.
Again, always like when characters do things that I don't agree with and that like I don't like that they're doing it, but like if I understand like the desperateness that they come from or something like that, I like that. I can still very much like them without a problem. Like that doesn't pose a problem for me, you know, morally.
No, even though him being a captain to a crew and doing things for his personal reasons, like let's say killing those people, you know, people have died. His crew have died.
Yeah.
So like I do understand when what he was doing, and I'm glad that he was doing that for the person that he loves. I don't know how to explain that. Do I think he should be a captain? Maybe not, you know? Because like I think a captain should be somebody like Billy, let's say, you know?
Absolutely.
Who puts their crew above himself.
Yeah.
You know? But at the same time, I do love this about Flint. You know?
Again, even the thing, I find it interesting, like we have already had in episode 1 or 2, I can't remember exactly at what point, but like Flint did say something to someone, again, insinuating that he kind of wants to be king, you know? I think I was wondering at that point, is this going to be a story like with him? Is it going to be about someone who craves that power? And like, is he doing these things so that he can have that power? And like, they mentioned this again at this point when he was speaking to Gates, and he was like, you know, the people need there, and Gates finished the sentence, king. Again, implying that he is doing this to gain some sort of power. But like so far how it seems with his like demeanor and everything that's happening, it's not about being a king for your need of power. It's more of like being a king in all that grief to like accomplish making some place that would be a better place than where you came from, a place that is like accepting, that is free.
A place who deemed you a monster.
Yeah. And so it doesn't seem like he wants it for the power at all. It just like seems like he wants it so that he can build something from his grief, if that makes sense.
Honestly, those two things are very contradicting to me. You know, him wanting to be a king and him wanting to build that type of place, you know, and making those decisions for people. I don't know. I agree with you. I definitely do not believe that he craves power at all. That he craves to be a king. You know,
no,
I definitely think it just no. I didn't see it back then when we found out what his goal is, and I even after this conversation, after all this things that we know about him and that we suspect are true, like I think it even less. You know, like the way I see
because
him
like in the beginning
has nothing to do
you
with
still
it.
don't know, and so like you're trying still to
but
gouge
like we
out.
did found out the story afterwards. Like we first found out about the king part, and then we found out, and immediately those two things don't have much in common. In my opinion, you know, like completely different goals, personal goals. You know,
but like at that point, like I still don't know which part was his actual own personal wish and like what part is he just saying out loud, you know what I mean? And so like I couldn't gouge out, I don't know him, and like we still don't know him, but kind of the vibes that I'm getting are what we talk about.
I honestly think that was my opinion for past few episodes. I'm gonna be a complete shock if it's the
I didn't think he craved power for all these episodes. I thought in the first two episodes, like I wasn't sure.
Just first two episodes, okay.
And then in these episodes, again, I couldn't gouge out his motivations, and so like then I cannot.
No, I couldn't gouge out, but like we still don't know for sure.
No, but like now like when I have something in my mind,
but like we couldn't gouge out the motivation, like the source. Of motivation, like why he started this, but like this, as soon as we found out the story in my mind, like the king part was not a thing that like I have believed in.
How does this all connect to the thing that he said? Like, I mean, this is just, it's not important. It's just like metaphorically, he was like, he wants to get so far away from the sea. You know, like what is the sea to him?
I don't know.
Like he was a part of the ship with Thomas as well. Is it just like getting away from that, like getting away from the
maybe that reminds him of
grief,
of a whole life that he have led in England, you know.
Yeah.
If he was one of the main ones on
honestly,
the ship.
I think that is the only thing that can be happening here. Loved his conversation with Gates as well. Loved all of that. The thing is, again, I keep forgetting who knows what. And like, so when they asked him a question, like, why does she think you're gonna betray us or whatever? I mean, they meant that like he did not plan whatever, you know, everything that Miranda wrote, he did not have any of that in mind. But like, I thought Gates knew of his plan. Did he say it to Eleanor?
I still think he said it to Eleanor.
That might be a thing. But like, I honestly thought that Gates knew. I thought that Gates knew everything because Gates is very loyal to him, and Gates is like, you know, whenever Billy was asking question, Gates was like basically telling him like don't ask anything, but like it always seemed to me like he was saying that as in like he has good intentions and ideas, is just like if you start asking these questions then things are not gonna be able to get done. Like I always thought that Gates was telling him because Gates already knew and like was not like, let's say, blindly following him. And so like Gates this episode found out that like the plan was, and this is what we were talking about in the previous episode, it was, you know, he is gonna take a portion of that money to, let's say, invest it in future, and the rest he's gonna give to the men who are gonna, you know, become rich regardless.
He said something like richer than and
yeah, like they're gonna be rich enough, you know. But just like he is still lying to the men, you know, he is concealing what the truth is because like you don't know what they would think about that, what they would want to if they would still follow him with that, and he has no faith in them in that matter. And so
I mean, I think he knows them pretty well, and I think the way that they live their lives, that would not collide with something that they would want.
I mean, true. And then, like, again, you are forcing that on them. This is like in no way a democracy on this ship, you know? Again, I agree with Flint and Eleanor. I think this is very much a dream. And I don't know if they can make this a reality because of the basically wars that are going to be coming
That's what I want to say,
for
like...
them when they try to make something like this happen, you know? But like I want to believe
with enough
in this
money,
dream.
I think they could maybe make it happen.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, they're gonna have problems like Vane, let's say, or people coming from other countries or something like that. They can have that type of a problem. I think they're gonna work towards that dream, you know?
Yeah.
And I do believe maybe at the end they're gonna be able to do something about it, you know?
Yeah.
But like we're gonna have to see how they get to that point. But and at the same time, will they get to that point, you know?
I don't know.
Because
Again,
like their lives,
I would love for them to get to a place where they can make a place where like people could be free, like you saw in this episode, like the amount of slaves, like they came from the ship with Mr. Scott and everything, and like Eleanor managed to broker deals for some of them. You know, like some of them are gonna work for her, and then some of them are gonna work on the boat under one of the guys. I don't know what happens to the rest of them, you know, like she did as much as she could in that moment, but like in an ideal world, like they would just be free people as well. And so like I would love if such a place were to exist. You know, it's like it's
a nice dream.
It's a great dream, and I always want to believe that is a reality. And so like I really want them to be able to achieve it, even though like realistically maybe it seems very far-fetched. But I don't know. This is a show at the end of the day, so you can make it happen. We can make it happen.
Yeah.
And I really want them to make it happen.
I think just like, I don't know what exactly are gonna happen. Are both of them gonna be alive at the end of the show?
I have no clue.
You know what I mean? Like all of those, I just meant it like we're gonna see what's gonna happen if they're gonna succeed. Maybe one of them are gonna succeed something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, again, I think Wayne is gonna, a lot is happening with him as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like maybe when Flint comes back, Wayne is here holding this place, you know?
God, but honestly, that might be a very big
that's
possibility.
What I want to say. Like, God
like,
knows...
Their goals, like at least what Wayne was telling to the people,
exactly.
The previous pirates that are now working with the wood and whatever it was. It was a complete opposite of what...
Complete opposite.
Yeah, he was like, you used to be pirates, let's go back to being that.
You used to be powerful, strong, and respectful.
Yeah, you can just like take anything that you want to take.
Yeah.
And like in a place that we build, you can't just take anything you want to take because there's other people there.
Exactly.
That
you shouldn't be respected and more powerful if you are stronger and if you take things and if you kill and beat.
We live in a society. I mean, we should live in a society. Everyone should help each other, you know, just like build a place. Everyone gets enough.
But that's what I want to say. I think those plans are going to collide. And like maybe when Flint comes back, Wayne is already going to wait for him.
That's going to be fun.
So God knows how is that all going to resolve, you know?
Yeah.
Or at what point God knows.
I know. The thing with Wayne, that was so interesting. Because like the guy didn't really recognize him. He just heard of the name, but he didn't really recognize Wayne. And Wayne is like staring daggers into him at some points, you know? And he keeps looking over at the kid, like the young kid. And so like it just makes you think, you know, he was also, I guess, like an orphan. I don't know, maybe also a slave. I have no idea. And like he came there.
Yeah, honestly, it was so clear to me that something happened to him in his childhood.
Yeah.
Especially because we saw in the dream scenes of him remembering him and something along the lines, Charles being so weak or things like that.
Yeah.
And when he said his name, the guy said like, I remember that name, I don't remember you, or something like that, you know? So there was some kind of recognition, but like not recognition of his face, which would mean that he ran away God knows when.
Yeah.
You know? He maybe just like couldn't bear the place and what it did to him.
Yeah.
You know? And the way that he was looking at the child, which again makes sense with us, that like he was that child once upon a time, you know, and the way that he was looking at the guy was petrifying to me. Like you can see that he is scared or angry or terrified or like hundreds of those emotions.
Yeah, because like when this one came close to him, he was like not even really looking
at the floor.
Yeah.
Looking at the floor. And many times we had the scenes of him looking down or something like that.
And like while they were fighting and like this one, but just before he punched Vane out, he said something like, I'm proud of you. And like, you know, that really sounds like, I don't know, that really sounds like dark if you think that he grew up in this place and like this guy was potentially abusive or something like towards him, and like being like, I'm proud of you, as in like it is your doing that like now he is a good and a strong fighter, not just like tragic that he potentially had to become this, you know, because of maybe the things that you did to him. And again, all these things we have to base off on like fucking eye looks from Bane towards him.
But like you can understand that, like, because remember him remembering that he is so weak and so this, then technically him fighting back would be back him would be something that like would show his strength.
And he needed to show his strength to get the crew with him. Like, they are following this man because, like, he is fucking...
So, technically, he was, like you said, like, he came here to be reborn. He was reborn. He was basically buried in the ground, and he got himself back up.
What a fucking moment.
Killed that guy.
What a fucking moment when he appeared and just, like, stabbed him in the back.
I always...
And stood there in front of all of them.
The thing to me is that, like, I just think of the actors who are naked in front of so many people.
The thing is, the first time I saw him, I think the first thing I saw was his penis. Because he was in Shameless. And I was like... So, like, I feel like I've seen his penis, like, the most amount of times.
I know, but, like, that's whenever we had, like...
I always wonder how the fuck are actors feeling in those moments. I know.
They're naked in front of so... Like, not just those people around them, it's also... God knows how big of a crew it is.
Yeah. It's a filming moment. Like,
I mean, I know that's a part of a job. Actors, but like...
No, I always wonder, whenever like a naked scene like starts, I'm like, how are the actors feeling in this moment?
Exactly.
Being naked in front of so many people.
Exactly.
I always
think that. So
I feel like at this point he has to be comfortable with it because, like, again.
But like when that scene happened, that was my first thought. Oh my God, he's butt naked completely, you know.
No, that goes to show you how much that scene was powerful, because like I didn't register it. I was like, oh my God, he fucking rose from the dead and now he's standing there like reborn, you know, naked, like fully reborn.
I mean, no, I in front of the point people.
But like, it was so good.
To me that, like, I'm thinking of the actor.
I know. I feel like there's so many more things that I want to say. Please, okay, just like very briefly. First, I love Jack. Jack is so funny to me. I love Jack. I think it's very interesting, the bit now with Max, where it seems like she's gonna, let's say in a way, like get some power in the brothel. What do I call it? The brothel. In an ideal world, we could get rid of that. But like, you know, because it's not like they are here with their own free will or anything like that. And so like in an ideal world, can we not? But also, you know, Max is right now trying to find her place and trying to find some type of like power that she can hold on. And I think it's interesting that like it seems like she is gonna be working with Jack and Nan here.
I think she will
on this. I think that's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see that. But like I can't. Jack is one of my favorites. Like, he is so fucking funny to me. Anytime he appears, I just want to laugh. He really doesn't need to do much. I just want to laugh. Another character that I love him, John.
Me too.
I love him.
Me
I also, he is just very funny. He is also very smart. He is very quick on his feet. Like, he's gonna think of anything. The battery died, so let's continue.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love both of them.
Yeah, but like John...
Both of them are so adorable, if you ask me.
I agree. Like,
with
they're so endearing.
Yeah,
they're so endearing. Like, I think
that's the word.
They're just gonna be my faves until the end.
Yeah, I think so. Faves.
I don't never use that word in my life, but like, I just like, those are the types of characters that, like, I really like, and I really cannot wait now with John to like get him incorporated into like the like, let's say, more main storyline, because he always kind of has his own part in the episode. You know, I think it's gonna be very fun now. He's gonna be on the ship. He's right there now in the midst of it, you know? And I would love to see how his brain also works with Flint and the whole plan. I would really like to see what he thinks of that. I love the whole bit with Randall and him, and Randall being potentially a genius. I believe it. I believe it. Randall, the smartest one. If he is like pretending there so that he would not like, you know, have to do the things that he doesn't want, but like get some money and everything. Good fucking job. I think they're gonna get along well.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm just very much looking forward to seeing John right now there in the midst of it all as well.
I agree. But like, I just love how many characters we have that have their own separate storylines, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with you with John, and I can't wait to see how he includes, but like the rest, I honestly just love how many characters have their own personal storylines. I don't feel like there is like...
there's just like so many of
that's
them.
what I want to say. Like, I love Wayne and his storyline. I love Jack, Anne, and their Max as well, and their storyline. Eleanor has her storyline separated.
Yeah, and it's kind of like with Flint. Like, her and Flint are very like on the same page.
Yeah. But like, she has her own storyline.
Mr. Scott.
Yeah, but like, she has her own storyline on this with her goals on NASA or whatever. Where Flint has her own has his storyline. Like, the biggest one, in my opinion, Flint is kind of a main character, let's say. But like, I don't feel like everything revolves around him. I feel like each character stands on their own with their relationships to other people as well.
Honestly, I think that's what makes the show very just like rich, that there's so many characters and there is not one portion that I'm not interested in.
Honestly,
like, there was not one portion
by
of any
far
character that I like. Again,
show.
Even the more side characters like Mr. Scott, I really loved his portion in this story as well, and all the scenes with Eleanor, and like where he is gonna go now, and him trying to like also help the slave that he came in with.
I really like their relationship.
Me too.
Honestly,
Me too. I really like their relationship. I really love how much he like loves her and cares for her. She doesn't. Her father useless, but like she literally has a father in Mr. Scott.
I agree, but like, I love also her love towards him. You can feel that very clear with everything that happened in this episode. You can feel her pain towards what he did, let's say, or at the end, like there was a point when she said like something like, now we can pretend we're gonna pretend like nothing happened, but she was about to pretend like nothing happened, and then he told her that he was leaving, you know, and you can see in her eyes that like that hurts her very much, that she doesn't want it, that she needs him, you know.
But I love what he said there. He was like, if I stay with you, I'm gonna always try to, for your own sake, not let this happen.
Yeah, but like, I want him to go. I want him to have his own story and be his own man, you know? Because he did come to her as a slave.
I mean, like, again, maybe she's owns him.
Maybe the situation has changed because their relationship developed, but that's still the truth.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's what she said to him, like, you know, I never saw you that way, and that's like true. I really believe that, but like it is still like, I guess her father bought him, you know what I mean? And so like I like that he is going somewhere that is not like tied directly to her. Like, to have some maybe some sort of agency in his own choice and his own like path. I really like that. And so again, so many, that's why like every time we finish talking, I'm like, there's so many more things to talk about. Like we didn't discuss the most minuscule part. Like fucking the crew that are gonna kill Flint.
Yeah,
I like them as well. Like I really like the three guys or whatever. I respect the way that they think.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
We can forgive many things. We can forgive that you lied to us. We can forgive the money part. We can forgive so many things, but like we cannot forgive Billy. Yeah, I love that they love that boy as they should. They're not gonna forgive that, and I think that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
like
not perfectly fine. I love that.
I love that. I love Flint. I don't want Flint dead, but I'm not
scared for him.
No, but I just love that I love everyone's motivation and why they do the things they do. Like even Gates, who is very loyal to him. He is still loyal to a point. He literally still doesn't want to forgive Billy, and so he's not gonna stand in the way. Yeah. Because like Billy was like a son to him. Oh my god, when Billy comes back, that's gonna be so nice.
I don't know when he's gonna come back.
Season 2 maybe.
Season 2, I agree.
I mean, there's only one episode.
I don't think he comes back in the because like I thought
maybe
at the end of season,
maybe when the crew wants to kill him after because of the Billy part, be like, guys, I'm good. He didn't do anything.
Yeah. You're 100% sure that he didn't do anything still?
Not 100, but I am 75.
I'm honestly 50-50. Like I like the storyline where he did do that. But like I don't want him. I would have rather not have him push him, but just not save him.
Yeah,
that's what I expect to happen.
Yeah,
because he technically in that case scenario didn't do anything. But like it's still his own fault. And from the conversation that he had with Gates, that led me to think that happened. Like that this one has fallen, but like Flint could have grabbed him, saved him or something. Yeah. But he just looked at him and Billy fell.
Very potentially, because like when he was saying that, like maybe if Billy didn't do this and this and this and this, but it also seemed like he was maybe mad at Gates telling him that, and so he wanted to appear as the bad guy in that moment as well. I can't gouge out really where we were gonna go with that.
Like I said, to me that led me to think this. Yeah, like that, like he technically didn't kill him. I mean, didn't push him. But didn't save him at the same time. Sure. That's how I see it happening. But like we opened the episode with him being in so much thoughts, you know. Yeah. Like you can see the look in his face. To me, it seems like he's thinking of that moment.
Oh, I thought he was just thinking about Miranda at that moment.
Maybe.
I thought because of like what he heard about from Billy, what was in the letter. You know,
I still think this. Honestly.
I mean, very possibly. Yeah. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find out in the next episode. Yeah. I don't think we will actually.
Yeah, because I think he understands Miranda. It's not like he doesn't understand why she's doing what she's doing.
Yeah, but like he is still. It wasn't like he was. Oh, why would she do that? It was more like I think that makes a lot of things come back to him or something. And the anger towards England and everything that happened. No. Like it just brings all that. And so like I thought if he was in thoughts because of that situation. I didn't really think he was in thoughts because of Billy. But I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna watch the next episode. Let's play the next episode. Bye.